So this is Terry again, and with me is Julie Northcott-Wilson. She's from our Parks and Recreation Department, and together we'll be presenting the Parks and Recreation section. Next slide. This is our agenda for this section today. Most of today's presentation is based on information that can be found in the technical report. We will also briefly present information regarding community guidance, as well as the goals, strategies, and actions. Next. In 1981, the Parks and Recreation Office was created after a summer pilot program. Subsequently, the first master plan was adopted a year later. At the time of the next revised plan in 1993, the county owned 147 acres of parkland. With this revised plan, there was a recommendation of acquiring property for further development. The Shaping Our Shores Master Plan, which includes the development of Jamestown Beach, Chickahominy Riverfront Park, and the James City County Marina, was adopted in 2009 and updated in 2020. Due to the increasing demand for services, the 2009 Master Plan saw the department changing its direction to more of a program facilitator by encouraging partnerships and agreements in order to continue to provide the services requested. Examples of these are the partnership with Go Ape USA and the additional land that was leased to Whisk for an indoor pool. The 2017 Master Plan revealed that trails and water access remain the residents' top priorities, and also led to the 2018 Grove Community Recreation Analysis. Next. The county's current park system encompasses a little over 1,700 acres, which includes recreation centers, trails, a sports complex, and water access. During fiscal year 2019, these parks and recreation centers were visited more than 4.4 million times. County park amenities include playgrounds, courts for basketball, pickleball, and volleyball, baseball fields, and several multi-purpose fields. Next. Williamsburg James City County Schools also provide athletic recreation fields and areas to the public. A joint facility use agreement exists between the county and the schools to encourage sharing of both the indoor and outdoor recreational spaces. In addition to the public facilities, the county also has an array of private facilities within neighborhoods. The facilities relieve some pressure for county provision of public facilities, as well as adding to the overall community quality of life. The adjacent localities of York County, City of Williamsburg, and the City of Newport News also offer many recreational facilities to the citizens of the county. Several state and federally operated park facilities are also located within the county, such as York River State Park. Next. Parks and Recreation offers more than 2,000 programs. The department continually seeks to create partnerships with public, private, and nonprofit providers and works with adjacent localities to avoid duplication. As the county's population changes, the types of programs that are in demand and barriers to serving the youth, senior, and lower income populations changes as well. It continues to be important for the Parks and Recreation Department to regularly assess residents' needs and be flexible and creative in developing programs that meet the changing needs of the population. Next. Greenways are linear open spaces that are managed for conservation, recreation, and/or alternative transportation uses. They are typically networks of natural open space corridors that provide connectivity to neighborhoods, parks, schools, and other significant sites. Planning for greenways can help accommodate these preferences. Recognizing the importance of greenways, the Board of Supervisors adopted the Greenway Master Plan in 2002. This plan establishes a framework for a countywide system of interconnected greenways and trails with the goal of balancing environmental protection with the need for recreational amenities. Next.
Each of Parks and Recreation's system master plans from 1982 to 2017 found that public water access is very important to county residents. Over the years, the county acquired several waterfront properties, including Chickahominy Riverfront Park, Jamestown Beach Event Park, James City County Marina, and a few small boat landings. Recently, the county had the opportunity to expand the 1/3 acre boat launch at Brickyard Landing. With the assistance of a $687,500 grant from the Virginia Department of Conservation and Recreation, in 2020, the county purchased a 119 acre parcel adjacent to Brickyard Landing. A challenge for our waterfront parks is erosion. Jamestown Beach underwent extensive shoreline stabilization a few years ago and has regular sand replenishment. Shoreline stabilization is currently underway at Chickahominy Riverfront Park and is also needed at the James City County Marina. Next slide. The Parks and Recreation Department reviews recreation needs as part of its system master plan process. The 2017 master plan includes a community inventory, level of service analysis, equity maps, and a discussion of most needed amenities. James City County's total park acreage exceeds recommended levels. At the time of the 2017 plan, park acreage per 1,000 residents was 21.8. The national average is 9.5 acres. However, some amenities such as trail miles and bike lanes fell short of recommended levels. Equity maps show that recreation facilities are clustered in the central portion of the county. Stonehouse and Roberts districts are the most underserved areas. Next slide. Parks and Recreation System Master Plan includes goals, strategies, and tactics to meet the county's recreation needs. The plan also includes a list of future capital improvements. To offset the cost of construction, maintenance, and operation, Parks and Recreation continues to explore revenue-generating programs and facilities. The department's revenue recovery rate is typically at least 50%. In addition to user fees for activities like camping, swim lessons, group fitness classes, and before and after school care, Parks and Recreation pursues alternative funding sources such as sports tourism and sponsorship from local businesses. The department also benefits from thousands of hours of volunteer labor. The master plan includes guidelines for provision of neighborhood recreation facilities when considering special use permit and rezoning applications. Next slide. In 2017, Parks and Recreation was accredited by the Commission for Accreditation of Park and Recreation Agencies. The department has been recognized nationally and statewide for achievements in programming and facility development. Over the 5-year period, from fiscal year 2014 to fiscal year 2019, total attendance increased 54%, reaching 4.69 million visits in FY 2019. The War Hill Sports Complex is Parks and Recreation's most visited site, with attendance of more than 2 million. The James City County Recreation Center had over 415,000 visits. Included within total attendance are 500,000 visits from participants in community organizations, mostly youth sports leagues, who pay a small fee to use the county's athletic fields and indoor pool. To ensure that residents continue to reap the benefits of Parks and Recreation, the county should continue to support the maintenance of existing facilities and development of new facilities. Next slide. A theme that emerged from the survey and first round of public engagement is that respondents want more quality of life amenities, including parks, public water access, expanded recreational facilities, trails for walking and bicycling, transit connections, and other enhancements to existing public facilities. Most county residents view Parks and Recreation favorably, with just under 95% of survey respondents indicating that they are very satisfied or somewhat satisfied with Parks and Recreation. Over 99% of participants in Parks and Recreation's 2017 Master Plan survey agreed that well-maintained parks add to the quality of life in the community. Next slide. For this initial review, the goals, strategies, and actions adopted as part of the Toward 2035 Leading the Way Comprehensive Plan have not yet been revised. Staff is exploring potential revisions, including references to the master plan update and new parks and facilities. GSA revisions also could be updated to reflect the impact of budget constraints on certain programs and services, and to facilitate improvements to neighborhood parks and recreation facilities. Members of the Planning Commission Working Group are welcome to comment on GSA revision and to provide suggestions for questions to include in the next round of public input. Next slide, please. This concludes our review of Parks and Recreation's technical report, community guidance and goals, strategies, and actions. We look